श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयम् करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करम् शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवम् वातरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः गुकारो अन्धकारो वैरुकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवांसस्तनूभिः विषेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शुप्रदानैः स्थिरचरनिकरव्याप्तिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्तविष्ठान् पुनरभिधिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् सुविधि मधुरभुङ्मायया भोजयन्नः मायासंज्ञास्तुरीयम् परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विदिज विषयान् प्राश्य भोगान् स्तविष्टान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वविधि विभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरभिशनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पात्वसौ न स्तुरीयः। We are studying Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad and we are in the second section of Māṇḍūkya kārikā, a supporting text which is written by Gaudapada Acharya, the teacher of Govinda Bhagavatpada and who is the teacher of the commentator Adi Shankara. We saw number 35 in the last class, and we were reading the Bhashyam, the commentary connected with this verse, and I will read last two sentences of the verse and come to the new verse which you have to study. The sentences of the commentary connected to this verse. This is the 35th verse which we saw already in the last class. Vitaragabhaya krotaihi munibirveda parakaihi nirvikalpohyayam drishtaha prapanchopashamodvayaha. Those people who are qualified by cleaning the impurities of the mind by the means what we call sadhanas. A purified mind can only accept or grasp the direct knowledge regarding Brahman. So these are all the purification, vida ragaha, vida bhayaha, vida krodhaha, free from the desires of external objects, free from the fear, free from the anger, and they are always connected their mind with the sentences of Shruti, the text which is talking about the unity of Atman and Brahman. That is called Munihi. And Veda Paragaihi, or understood the meaning of the first section and also the second section of the entire Vedas, because they are in the different ways. And one is a means, which is a connecting path to get the knowledge, and other is a right vision of the Brahman on oneself. One who crossed over or understood these two sections of the entire Vedas, and the Nirvikalpaha, that I am this non-dual Brahman, not any other role which is incidental in my life. That roles are like this. No, I am a man, woman, I'm a teacher, I'm a business magnate, I'm a cousin, I'm a wife, I'm a husband, I'm a mother. All these are incidental roles. And after that, these are all not me. In real, I am in real an immortal entity, what we call Brahman, which is the biggest thing in the world. One who has this decision after Vedas continuously for a length of time. And he, I am Drishtaha, one who is convinced, or one who realizes that I am this non-dual immortal existence, which is free from all kinds of limitations which are in the realm of duality. I am not that. I don't belong to any other thing or in the realm of duality, who eliminates the world, prapancha upashamaha. That is the destruction of the world and the things while living. And advayaha. My disposition is in the non-dual Brahman. I am Advayam Brahman. Connected this, last two sentences I will read, and we will go to the last two sentences of the commentary of this verse 35. Vigata doshaihi eva panditaihi vedanta artha tatpareihi sannyasibihi paramatma drishtum shakyah. Who are free from all kinds of impurities which are in the mind. As a jiva, as an individual being, I have desires towards the worldly things. I must having lust, I must having anger. Nothing wrong on that, as long as we are ignorant. Once we understand that I am the non-dual Brahman, which is free from all kinds of emotions and all kinds of attachments towards this fake world. After knowing that, a person will be calm and quiet and mature. Vedanta Artha Tatparehi, Sannyasibihi, they are called Sannyasi, Paramatma Drishtum Shakyaha. Every moment, their vision will be towards the non-dual Brahman. And na anyaha. No other things are there in the mind to be achieved or as a goal. Ragadi dvesha chetobihi. And those people who are having lust, anger, desire, and worldly existence, and having partial visions, and also they will be adamant in their vision, even though they didn't know completely what is the truth behind the world and myself, but they have some partial vision and they will be adamant on that. So pakshapadi darshanaihi. They won't see the reality about oneself. They will miss the obvious. They are not going to see the Brahman as the goal. They will be always keep going in their partial vision given by their teacher, who is also having some partial understanding regarding the truth. So paksha padi darshanaihi tar tarkadibihi tarkikadibihi. One who is always having some logic to understand or assimilate anything in the world, and there is a textbook, and there is a school of philosophy, tarka. There's those people who always believe that things should be always in logic. If they don't fit in the logic, they don't believe, you know. If I see the God, I will believe. If I don't see the God, I don't believe in God. So we cannot correct them properly. Why? A formless thing cannot be understood with your flesh eyes. And it will become a limited thing if you see with your eyes. This is the statement of Shruti. But the people who are having partial vision, they always say that it's just like a rabbit horn. You are saying that a thing is there, but it is formless. We don't believe on that. For them, this will be a pending understanding, and they won't realize the reality right now. Iti abhipraya. This is my opinion. By the commentator, he says that this is what Gaudapada Acharya, the author of this Prakarana, the supporting text, and what he wants to convey, I have written through commentary. Now we'll go to the 36th verse, which is also an iconic verse among all the verses in the Māṇḍūkya kārikā. Tasmāt evam viditvainam advaite yojayet smritim advaitam samanuprapya jadavat lokamachared. Once more I will read. Tasmat evam viditvainam advaite yojayet smritim advaitam samanuprapya jadavat lokamachared. Tasmad means therefore. Whenever we use this therefore, it means that a big understanding already happened in one's mind after having a long discussion or after having a long study regarding an entity. So knowing that properly or understanding that studies properly, or understanding that vision properly, getting the vision properly, therefore, evam, in this manner, what is told in the previous verses, according to that ideas, viditva, knowing. One should know properly. When the word with, to know, is introduced or written, it's if it comes in the picture, a big understanding should be there. One should know properly. See, doing something, I can accomplish something in the world. So I have to do this regularly. For example, fitness. You have to work out daily so you will have a fit body. Without doing that, one will not achieve a fit body. So, doing something and you can achieve certain things in the world. But here, knowing something you can achieve in the world, there is a big difference. When you do something and you achieve in the world, it is called the results of action. You gain that thing because you put some effort and you gained that thing. Even the academical qualifications or your body weight loss or anything in your world, in your life, when you achieve with a lot of effort and work, that is a result. This is not a result actually by doing something. It is a conviction. My understanding about myself is now clear. Due to what? Due to the clear understanding about me. The text Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad is presenting as it is who I am. And I am regularly attending the teacher's class. And after the teachings of Guru, I got an idea about myself. Attending the classes or listening towards the passages of the scriptures, I have some misunderstandings. One is that I am going to die because I got a birth. I am getting age because I am eating food and breathing this polluted air, and I am also drinking some water which is unknown. And all these things make me, and through metamorphosis, I am getting aged. After getting a long period, I will lay down in the bed, and I may give up this body. Everybody have that thought, I will die. I am a male, I am a female, I am beautiful, I am ugly, I am not having these things, I am having these things. All these understandings are there to compete in this world. What is not with me, I have to compete and achieve that. What are there with me, I have to sustain that. So there is a continuous effort from my side, and I'm thinking that this continuous effort is going to make me happy and I can enjoy this world. So misunderstandings are many before coming to the classes of Guru. After listening the classes, slowly my clarity started. This is called the vision getting in a vague way. And slowly, day by day, my vision is clear. Now I understood. I am immortal, not mortal or impermanent body. This conviction I got by knowing the real thing who I am. This is what is mentioned through the verse by knowing viditva. There is no effort to become immortal. There is only to remove the ignorance by the right knowledge. This is the only work you have to do mentally. And it's very easy. Interruption due to him. So, in Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, Vedanta Shravanam is the easiest thing in the world. Listening towards the words about oneself from Guru is the easiest thing, because we need not to do anything. We only convince ourselves, who am I? So Vedanta Shravanam, listening towards the scriptures in order to know who am I. This is the easiest thing. Why? Because it is talking about my real nature. So I need not accomplish another nature in my life. I am already what is there, which is been given as an information by the Guru. I am existing. And the existence is nothing but immortal entity which is consciousness. So, viditva, after knowing the reality about oneself, easiest way in the world, where there is no effort, where there is no work. Only thing is that you should be under the realm of a guru. You have to reach him properly and listen to him in order to know who am I. There is no benefit from the guru side. It's only benefited by the disciple, because Guru already came to know when his teacher told about him. But for the sake of humanity, till the last breath, each and every gurus of the traditional or the traditional teachers of Indian Vedic culture, they will they will they will share this knowledge without expecting anything in their life. So that here, viditva, after knowing the real knowledge about oneself, yenam advaite yojayet smridim, may one have the understanding properly, and may one get connected their memory towards these understandings. Because our memory is full of ideas which were piled in the time of ignorance, where I am totally ignorant about myself. So all these things should be eliminated, deleted, so that it will take time. I am now having a real knowledge about myself. When I am having the real knowledge about myself, the wrong knowledges or the wrong knowledge which I have piled up in my memory has to be deleted. For that, what I should do, think again and again and again, what we call meditation about oneself. I am this immortal Brahman. I am this Om. I am this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Like that, whatever sentences Guruji told towards oneself, one should keep in the memory and ready with the stocks. When the new things are there to stock in the memory, the old things which are not in use will slowly get vanished. Advaite yojayet smriti. Smriti, memory. Advaitam, the non-dual entity, or the knowledge about the non-dual entity. Yojayet, may one get connected. May one get unified with the non-dual Brahman, which is the existence, which is the only evident consciousness, not this body. All other things which are there in the memory are unwanted things about me and the world. Now we came to know that the entire world is a fake, which is an apparent reality or superimposed idea on the real consciousness. So that it is told here, Yojayet Smritim. May one get connected with the memory and may one get unified with the non-dual Brahman. When we say non-dual Brahman means this connection is only in a formal way. Being oneself Brahman, how we are going to connect with the Brahman? When something other than me is there, I can connect. Here, myself itself is Brahman. Only we have to correct the memory and the intellect properly according to the knowledge which I received from my Guru. When I keep this knowledge inside my mind or inside my intellect or inside my memory, all other wrong ideas about myself get vanished because it is useless anymore. We cannot use that. I am a human being is a useless idea for the wise. I am a husband. Its only purpose for the wife and kids, not for me. I'm a teacher. It will be only benefited for the students of the school or the university. I'm a businessman. It is only benefited for the customers who are coming to your shop, not for the individual who have already learned under the guru or under a traditional teacher. He understood properly who am I. So that may one get connected with the non-dual Brahman with their memory. And Advaitam Samanuprapya. Understanding without any doubts, without any confusions, without any lagging, one properly understanding that idea about oneself, which is the fact, Advaitam. Nadvaitam, Advaitam. Where there is no duality, that is called non-dual or non-duality. After reaching this non-duality with one's own mind, I am this non-dual Brahman. I am this Om. Thinking continuously while living in the world, while you are working, while you are in the home, while you are doing some jobs, while you are gardening. Whenever wherever you are in this empirical world, you think continuously, I am not a human being. I'm not a man. I'm not a woman. I am the non-dual Brahman. This is called achieving the goal properly. Samanuprapya. Knowing the non-dual Brahman oneself, Jad Lokamacharet. One of the beautiful sentence ever I have crossed or I have met in the scriptures. Jadavat Logam Acharet. Jada means dead body. One who don't respond or react towards the external world. Jadavat, like a dead body. I will explain you, then only you will come to know. After knowing the reality, after getting connected with the non-dual Brahman, with our memory, after knowing properly what is told in the scriptures regarding one's own nature, that the word jada means dead body. A dead body will not react or respond towards the external world because it is a dead body. Similarly, the maturity in the top level, knowing there is nothing to do with the world which is only a mere superimposition. The snake which is imposed on the rope never existed in this life, so that I need not to fear, I need not to correct, I need not to deal with that snake. So I can see as a snake, no problem. Similarly, the world is full of crimes. World is full of thieves. World is full of cheats. World is full of people who take advantages. World is full of people who want to make money through illegal business. World is full of people who tell lies. World is full of people who are just living in a dramatic way in this world, They don't want to show their real nature with their body. They just pretend as though they are naive and ignorant. They are very criminal minded, but they appear as though they are very naive and ignorant in the world. But as a Vedanti, as a person who understood the reality about the world and people, this study is not for everybody. This teaching is not meant for everybody, only for me. And like me, when the people come towards the Guru, they will also get enlightened. I need not to correct somebody who is doing some mistake. I need not to stop somebody who is doing something wrong, because they might be more strengthened than me. It will be an issue for my own situations. So don't correct anybody. Don't react to anybody. Don't respond to anybody. You are the witness of all actions happening in the world. You are the witness of all the actions happening in your own body. You are not fear about the diseases. You are not fear about the aging. You are not fear about if you don't get any food in one time. You are not fear about anything in the world. Somebody asked to the media person, the media person asked towards a traditional guru, are you fear about the police cases which are going to come due to your statements you have told, told when you are addressing the mass? One media person asked to this guy, Swami, towards a traditional guru. Then he replied properly without having any provocation, We have studied even not to fear the death. What is the point of having some fear towards the police or cases? What are you asking? The media person may not have the entire idea about what he told, but we have the idea. Why? When I don't die and I am immortal, when it is convinced by oneself, then I will not have any kind of any fear towards anything in the world. So I will be only a witness towards the world. I will be only a person who is acting like a dead body in the world. You know? So here Gaudapada Acharya wants to say towards the people who have reached the maturity, don't react with ignorant people, because the external world is not at all having the knowledge like us. Forgive them, leave them, let they correct as you have corrected after a period of time. Let they come to your path as you have come after having lot of mistakes in the life. So no need to correct right now. No need to react with them. No need to respond with them. That is why the enlightened person decide not to live among the mass or public. In reality, I will repeat the sentence. An enlightened person will settle their life totally away from the public or the social people. They go to the tips of mountain. They go to the forest side. They go to the side of rivers. And they settle in a small hut, like, That is why we can only see them living alone, because they don't need any support from doctors. They don't need any support from the social people. They are not interested in the worldly things. They are not interested in the pub or hub. They are not interested in the hotels. They are not interested in the dancing parties. They are beyond all kinds of social norms. They have crossed over all kinds of attachments towards the dualistic world, so that they won't respond towards the people. They won't correct others. They won't try to interfere in others' issue. They will be always witness when something is happening right in front of them. It is not due to the weak. It is due to the almighty Brahman. Many people think that they are weak to interfere in the problems. It's not true, because they are almighty, they are Brahman. This is how the Srishti creation goes. There will be criminals, there will be crime, there will be politicians, there will be lies, there will be cheating. This is how the creation goes. There is nothing to do for the person who is outside the duality. These things are inside the duality. So that Jadavat Lokam Achare. May one live in this world as though we are a dead body. Seems to be odd when we listen this sentence, but the explanation should be proper, We don't respond or react like a dead body, respond or react towards the world. We don't respond with the people. When they mock at you, when they do something wrong at you, as Swami Dayananda Saraswati says that, only in the life that you have to respond or react. All other things you can just forgive them, They are ignorant. They don't reach your level. So they will just provoke you. On that time, you just leave them. Suppose some life-threatening things are happening around you. You have to react or respond. So that Jadavat Lokam Acharyat. May one conduct the life in the world after getting enlightenment? How? As a dead body living in the world. You don't have suggestions. You don't have expectations. You don't have opinions. You don't have any desires. You don't have any kind of wanting things right in front of you or inside the mind. Jadavat Lokamachari. What comes in its way without an expectation, without wanting, you enjoy that, whatever it may be. You don't have any kind of adamancy towards anything in the world. Jadavat Lokam Achari. We will go through the Bhashya, the commentary, what it says, because it's one of the important words among the kārikā. Tasmadevam viditvenam advaite yojayet smritim advaitam samanutprapya jadavat lokamacharet. What a beautiful verse. So, here the Bhashyakara starts like that. Yasmad sarva anartha prashamana rupatvad advayam shipam apayam ataha evam vititva. He gives some synonymous words for the Brahman. Sarva anartha prashamana rupatvat, which is the eliminator of all kinds of worries and sadness. Sarva anartha prashamana rupatvat. Who is the solution for all kinds of limitations? Who is the solution for all kinds of worries and sadness? Just as the medicine cure all kinds of diseases, so too this understanding about oneself will cure all kinds of my limitations which are there in the mind from last several births. It will cure all kinds of issues connected with my body and mind. And it is also Advayam, which is non-dual. I don't see anything separate from me. It is non-separate. Whether it is a train, whether it is a bird, whether it is my friend, whether it is my kid, whether it is my wife, I don't see any separation from the standpoint of ultimate reality. Advayam, Shivam, which is showering always some auspicious things in this world, which is Mangala Rupi, one of the auspicious things to be understood. This Shivam, Abhayam, which is having the fearlessness every moment, the state of having fearlessness. When you know, I will not die, it's a celebration every day. Because the entire fear has been taken care of by saying that you are immortal. The ultimate fear about oneself is that I will die one day. That fear itself is taken care of. What is to talk about small fears? If I lose the money, I will not be there in this world. You can continue. Don't see your Sarupa through money. No. Taking a money and looking inside through that. If I don't have money, I will be nothing in this society. You are the entire society. You take away all this binocular of money. Don't look at yourself through the money. You look at towards yourself through the vision of Vedanta. That I am this immortal Brahman. Money comes and goes. Let it go, let it come. The person who has gained this knowledge, there will be always some support from any part of the world in the form of food, in the form of money, in the form of clothes. You believe in God. You believe in the reality. You believe in one and only truth. What is the point of going through the vision of getting the world looking toward through money? Give up that idea, and let the body fall. Let the body get deteriorated due to disease. That doesn't mean that you don't take medicine. You need not have extra worries regarding the diseases. You should take care of yourself. Your mind should not get disturbed by all small, small, silly things in the life, because you have attained the status of fearlessness. Advaitam, Advayam, Shivam, Abhayam, Ataha, Evam, Viditva. Knowing all these features of this individual self, Viditva, Yenam, knowing that, Advaite Smritim Yojaye. May one get connected, unified with the non-dual Brahman. And Advaita Avagatam ye Avagamaya eva Smritim Kuryat. May use one's own memory continuously to understand, to realize, to get more clarity regarding one's own real nature. We don't get bored while looking at the mirror, because my mirror will always reflect my face. Looking at my face is always charming for me in my entire life. Similarly, Vedantic sentences are talking about oneself. And all the sentences are my expected goals. These are the things I want in my life, and the same thing is told by the scriptures. I want to be immortal, and the scripture says that you are immortal. I want always be happy, and the scripture says that unconditional happiness. So whatever thing the scriptures reveal about me, those things are already there in my mind to be gained. Now, without any effort, without any action, I gain all the things which I want in my life. So that here, Advaita Avagamaya iva Smritim Kuryat. May one use one's own memory, intellect, and the mind mostly to understand the Vedic sentences which is pointing one's own reality. Tacha Advaita Avagamaya Tacha Advaitam Avagamya Ahamasmi Param Brahma iti viditva. I am the immortal Brahman. After knowing this, continuous thinking about oneself will only make the person to settle with one single idea. No other way. No other way. Firstly, one need to correct oneself. As Pujya Swamiji says, habitual errors need repeated corrections. We are having habitual errors. I am a female. I am a male. I have to satisfy my wife. I have to satisfy my husband. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to take care of my kids. Daily these thoughts are coming and going inside my mind. And I am leaving to satisfy somebody, not satisfying myself. And habitual errors are there. From the basic misinformed idea that I am a male, I am a female, and I developed a lot of misunderstanding with this bedrock misinformation. So that habitual errors are there inside the mind of a person. It needs to correct not once, repeatedly. That is why the advice towards his son in the Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad, 9 or 10 times, he gave the idea Tattvamasi. You are that Brahman. he at least says, the father or the guru says to the disciple, you are that. You are that ultimate reality. You are not a human being. He repeatedly says, because in order to understand properly, when there are lot of deep-rooted ideas existing which are wrong, one need to emphasize, one need to deliberately think about oneself that I am Brahman. So, avagamya ahamasmidi parabrahma vititva ashanayadi adidam. Free from all kinds of limitations which are pertaining to the duality. See, ashana means hunger. Hunger is pertaining to the body, not for the Atman. Atman is ever free from hunger. Pipasa, to drink the water, there is a thirst. This is also pertaining to the duality or the body. So here it is told like that, contemplating continuously on the knowledge about oneself will make the person to cross over all kinds of hunger and thirst. It means that even the basic needs are being transcended. What to talk about the needs which are after the basic needs? I don't feel hunger. I don't feel thirst. I don't feel anything to achieve in the world. I will be ever Brahman with this remaining existence of this body. I will be very old for the others because I'm not a competitor. I don't compare myself with others. I don't have any kind of hatredness towards others. I'm not having so much happiness in my life. I'm not having so much worries in my life. My face is always one and the same. Potentially, I will be able to continue with the same state because he is free from all kinds of emotions. Emotions belongs to the duality. So, aditam, over, on the top of pipasa, hunger and thirst, one will be completely free from all kinds of basic needs pertaining to the duality. It is true. When you have total conviction regarding yourself that I am Brahman, you don't feel hunger or thirst. That is why people are living in the tip of mountain after knowing the reality. There is a place called Tapovan where you have to trek 10 kilometers through the ice mountains from the Gomukh. Gomukh itself is a 20 kilometers trek from the Gangotri in Himalayas. After that, again 10 kilometers. When you go there, few people will be living in a plateau with a small huts. They eat some boiled potatoes daily, one or two, and having some small sip of coffee. After knowing the reality, they are free from hunger and thirst. They are convinced themselves, I am the immortal Brahman. Body will fall one day, wherever you live. Whether you live in the city, whether you live in the mountain, whether you live in the forest, whether you live inside your luxurious room. Body will fall. After knowing the reality, they live a life inside the forest or a place called Tapovan. See in the Google, a plateau below the ice mountains in Himalayas. Around of here, they don't come. They just leave there. If some diseases come, they just lay down inside the room and the diseases will go after a period of time. How they came? Same like way they will go also. Because they don't interfere in the worldly activities. Their mind is completely pure. There is nothing to worry about, anything pertaining to the duality. So that they are ashanaya pipasa, ashanayadi aditam. They are beyond the basic needs like hunger and thirst. They don't need money, they don't need wife, they don't need husband, they don't need kids. All these things are emotions, and all these thoughts are there when you are immature in one's life. Our prarabdha will bring all these things, but one can be free even after all kinds of these emotions. So, after knowing the reality, they will be free from hunger and thirst like basic needs. And also, Ashanaya pibasadi adidam sakshad aparokshad ajam atmanam. Sakshad, knowing properly without any means. Aparoksha. The word is very important. Paroksha means behind the eyes. For example, something is there 10 kilometers far from me. I cannot see with my eyes. That is called paroksha, or behind the wall there is something. It is paroksham, akshad param, paroksham, which is not in the realm of my eyes, which is far away from my eyes and which is not visible. Aparoksham, which is not measured or seen by eyes, but I am capable of understanding what it is. I am evident myself without employing any senses. I am evident myself without employing any senses. Because somebody asks you, are you there? And I will reply, yes, I am. You need not to see, you need not to smell, you need not to bite, you need not to listen, you need not to touch in order to know your existence. This is called aparoksham. I need not to employ any senses in order to see I am evident. Similarly, formless Brahman cannot be understood by any organs, but it will be evident for a person who know the features told in the scriptures. So, aparoksha jnanam. Without employing any senses, I came to know my existence and evidence. That is what aparoksham. Remember, paroksha means behind the eyes, which cannot be sensed by any organs. And it is the opposite word of pratyaksham. Right in front of the eyes, anything is there, it is called in Sanskrit pratyaksham, akshan pradi. And the opposite word paroksham, akshan param, which is not sensed by any organs, akshan, organs. Now, aparoksham, a thing which cannot be sensed by any organs, but it is very clear and evident with myself. Even whether I close my existence is ever present with me. That is called aparoksham. It's a very important word in the Vedanta. Aparokshad ajam atmanam. Birthless atman, birthless individual soul is understood. I am taking all this soul, etc., for your understanding. I don't use normally this soul word, but individual self. If somebody having the idea that soul, they should also get correct individual self. This self is birthless. Because it is birthless, there is no responsibilities in this world. Whenever you think I am a human being, I am a female, I am a male, then there is jump. You are having the birth, so you have responsibilities. The negation of responsibilities can only happen by using or understanding the word ajam. Na jananam ajam. There is no birth, that's called ajam. And sarvaloka vyavahara atitaha. Then I am free from all kinds of empirical dealings. I am free from all kinds of empirical dealings means What others do, you need not to do, or you don't have the pressure to do those things. Sarva loga vyavahara atitaha. You don't do puja, you don't pluck flowers, you don't pray, because all these things are needed when you are in the state of ignorance. When you become, I am the non-dual Brahman, there is no puja, there is nothing to do world. You are just contemplating on this consciousness. I am the immortal consciousness which became the base of every individual bodies, which became the base of this universe. Something very interesting. Just contemplate all the sentences given by the Guru, Aditaha, and also Jadavat Lokamacharet. Without responding, without reacting, without correcting, without giving some opinion. It's a big issue. When you people will try to give a lot of opinions. You live like that. You put this dress. I don't know what about in other countries because I never traveled. In India, for a person who comes from abroad, they are frustrated due to this opinion everywhere. Something very, very annoying. Opinion is only for the people who are very near and dear. You need not to give everybody who is passing away through the road. For them, there is no need of any opinion. They can live a life whatever they want. Jadavat lokamacharet. May one live in this world as a dead body. After knowing the reality, each and every guru or the traditional teachers or the disciples will be like this. They don't correct others. And they will not put some wrong ideas inside their mind. Reading newspapers, seeing the serials, seeing the web series, all these things. What is needed, you choose and see. No, all other things you can deny in your life because you are free from the empirical dealings. You don't fit anymore in the empirical way of life. You don't fit for any kind of customs. You don't fit for any kind of ceremonies. You are behind all ceremonies and customs and the formalities of this empirical world, what other social beings used to do deliberately. You are free. So you don't have any opinion, you don't have any reaction, you don't put any kind of interest what others do. Jadavat lokamajre. Aprakhyabayan. Without announcing, without broadcasting myself that I am enlightened. Aprakhyabayan. This is a big problem. I'm listening the classes for last 20 years. That doesn't mean that you are enlightened. You need not to broadcast yourself. A person who are enlightened, the people who are enlightened never deliberately assume the role of knowers of Brahman. They don't assume the role of knowers of Brahman. They live as though they don't know anything. Should be like that in the world. When you know a lot of things, you should be like an unknown person in the world. You know the reality and you keep quiet in the world. You need not advertise. You need not to telecast or broadcast your identity towards others. You are, because others are having some wrong ideas and they are following regarding these wrong ideas in this world. So, aprakhyabayan atmanam ahameva aham evam. I came to know Brahman and I am the Brahmajnani. Nobody says in the tradition that I'm a person who is having a lot of knowledge. You are a simple person. Sometimes you have to play according to the role what they want because you love them. You know that you are Brahman. You need not to play. You need not to take a role. You are free from all kinds of role. Still others who are ignorant, they want you to play this role for them. You just play for them. Nothing will change. There will be no reduction in your knowledge because of playing this role. You make them happy, what they want, because they are expecting something from you. That's why they ask you, can you do this for me? Can you do a favor? Can you play a role like this? We love them. So we play the role. That is why even the gurus used to play according to the disciples' desire. That is why ahameva eva, they don't broadcast or they don't say themselves that I am the knower of the truth. Iti abhipraya. This is the whole meaning. I will read once more and I will give the meaning of the verse and I will stop. Tasmadevam viditva yenam, after knowing this reality according to the previous verses mentioned, Advaite Yojayit Smriti, may one get connected with the non-dual Brahman with their memory. Advaitam Samanuprapya, complete accomplishment on the non-dual Brahman after gaining this. May one live in the world without responding, reacting, without having any kind of pressure to correct others or give others. You are completely silent, calm, and serene while living in the world till the last breath. This is the entire meaning of this verse. We will look into the next verse in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanibhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kali Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshoparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Suginaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om